So this is all set up properly. With the, because I've never, okay. It works just fine. That's great. That's great. So, yeah. I want to do Emerald Spire again with all the knowledge I've accumulated. With a setup that actually works for the player characters. Give them
Sounds
some mystery.
awesome.
Give them something fun. Give a raison d'etre that works, which it's easy said and done. Of course, the idea of having a central goal that lies at the bottom of the place goes against my sagely wisdom that a good adventure is defined by small, bite-sized chunks of goals. So I'd have to figure out a way to make it to give the players a constant sense of forward motion, other than just the floors themselves, because that's weak. That's like putting butter on bread and saying that you made a sandwich.
You have to make it so that even dummies who are just in it for the ride can still get some enjoyment out of it,
Yes.
some sort of guidance, etc. Like even I'm thinking about writing down like what's it called minimal involvement path for the stuff for the campaign that I'm making. It's gonna be neat. Oh, no wonder I'm not getting any calls because my phone is dead. Oops. Good thing I'm on vacation, I guess.
So
Shit.
I
Yeah.
want. We're gonna make some monsters. We're gonna make some bad dudes, bad enough dudes to save the
Good.
president.
You're
But
gonna give them like special actions.
naturally, we're gonna spice things up a little bit. We're gonna give
Nice.
these fine gentlemen a little extra zest. And like I said, if you want to port this to anything else, all you got to do is capture that zest and keep it up. But I don't have anything in mind yet. I mean, I could probably think something if I wanted to. But come on, what do you want? All you have to give me is a theme. It can be a race. It can be a location. It can be a faction. And then I need a level range.
Hmm.
Basically, what kind of tier are we dealing with? We're dealing with big tough guys.
Maybe. I do want that sort of like officer unit that's going to be fun to fight against.
You want to? Okay. Well, how about we start off with the basics? We need to set a theme. We need to have the
Sure.
overarching. What are our constraints of what we're trying to build? So we need.
Well, constraints. Let's try professional army.
So we've got a professional
Something like
army.
with dwarves or humans or
It's a bit
something.
of a
Basically,
strange
like a
things
matter
for.
with some troops.
So what level range are we looking at? Because that will kind of color how
Let's
it
go with
works.
something fun like level 5.
So the players are
A party
fighting
of level 5s.
the players are fighting an army at level 5.
No, not an army. I'm just saying, like I said, it's a commander with a few troops. It's not like a whole ass army.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, you can easily use something like swarm rules to change up how a military unit would work. They did it in
I
Pathfinder
mean,
clearly.
that works with kobolds. It wouldn't really work with humans unless you're super overpowered. Can you imagine? It's like, hey, if your party is actually like 5 levels above that, just use swarm rules because they're killing like 5 people with one swing.
No. I mean that the players fight a whole bunch of dudes, but they count as swarms. Like they have some different. They just do damage because there's so many attacks coming your way and everything.
Mm.
They become more of a distraction than a obvious credible threat. But okay, so we're gonna go for army. We got a. Is it a rogue army? Is it sent after the players? Is it a detachment that's set in a location? You got the fifth
Hmm.
level as the foundation. Now, when we think fifth level, what I'm more thinking of is the players could be anywhere from fifth to seventh. They're here in a range of options. Because I don't believe on making everything level specific. That's boring. That's lame. That robs your players the chance of getting experience elsewhere, forgetting about the problem, or going there way too early. You gotta give them that chance. So, where should we start? Well, first we gotta start with the mooks, of course. But we need to think about what we got a theme, because army is a bit broad. What kind of army is it? Is it a mixed unit?
Right?
Is it
Let's
one?
say a local demesne.
It's called domain. Domain. That's
Deme?
literally where domain comes from.
Oh, that's interesting. I never knew how to pronounce it because I've only read it
Domain.
in text. Fucking
It's
CK.
actually pronounced as domain, but yeah, it's basically
Domain.
domain.
All right, let's do domain. See,
So,
I would have never known unless you told me.
in fact, I'm gonna just look up domain origin and like
Huh?
domain is in there, which is hilarious. It's great.
It's
It's great.
fantastic.
Though it seems to be the French spelling, which makes a hell of a lot of sense now that I think about it.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, yeah.
Those gosh darn. Okay, so we have a local force. which means that they're not going to be terribly exotic. But what are they? Are they dwarves, elves? What kind of terrain? Because I need to get a
Well,
crisp
it depends
image.
entirely on where we're fighting, although it could be probably adapted to multiple different
Yeah,
regions.
that's kind of
Let's
the.
go with humans for now.
Because I was first. Okay, okay, okay. We'll go with well, humans can be anywhere, but will be interesting for the players are going after as humans. Okay, we're working with a very plain thing here, but I like that. That gives us room to work with.
Yeah, but let's start with something plain and
They
simple.
are. Ooh, you know what I like? I like the idea of like what's it called? Misunderstandings. Like the players, they got an emergency situation, but the local guard army is like, no, 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 no. You go talk to the nobles, and the nobles don't want to listen. So the players have only one option, and that's to deal with these buggers to get to do it before the time limit, as it were. Which means that these are just going to be some dudes who have been sent to guard a place, and their top chief, he doesn't want to lose this. He's got a reputation to keep.
You just puncture clock villains.
I think it might be fun to mix it up a bit. So we're gonna. Well, first and foremost, I need to open my 3.5 subject materials so that I have all. Okay, this is my adventure section. I need to go to my actual books, and I need to open up some fun stuff. I also need to open the hyperlink. I want to put in at least. You know what? I'm gonna get some thoughts and ideas here. Some fun stuff. I think it might be fun to have a whole bunch of mooks at the lower level, but every single group of mooks has like a boss character of some sort. You know, the big
Yes,
tough guy. But all the mooks are also
exactly.
they're pretty threatening. The mooks ain't exactly pushovers either, so you have to constantly make that judgment call. Are you going for the big guy first, or are you going for all the little dudes who are gonna
You
slowly but surely?
could.
Because they're level 5, they can fireball. We need to keep that in mind. They might have someone with
Yes.
fireball on a reliable basis. So we need to make them at least tough enough that they can survive. 66 is like 21ish. No, no, no. It's like 14, 21ish damage. So we need to make sure that they got a little bit of tough nubbins.
What I've been thinking about is you make them weak by default, but as they are commanded, they get buffs. So you have an incentive to either kill them all quickly, or
Oh,
specifically to decapitate the group.
I was thinking the idea that their boss can effectively use his move action to constantly just give his troops inspire courage
That
as a bard.
works. That's what I've been doing on my Wednesdays thing.
Do tell, as I continually open
Well,
things.
I usually spawn them with three close range fighters with swords, and one officer, three fighters, two bowmen, and one caster. So what happens usually is first they're disorganized unless they're explicitly expecting the player. And then at the end of the first turn, the officer uses an ability to essentially organize them. So they use their move actions and they form up and raise their shields. And it would be a dumb idea to actually go towards them because they're like preparing their actions and all that.
Mm-hmm. They got a phalanx going on, basically. That might be a fun thing to take in.
Yes, yes. So the archers take place behind the fighters take place in front, the officers in the middle of the formation, etc. So it's a good place to actually, blast them with a fireball and all that.
I think I got a funner idea for how to handle this. So what we could also do is that the majority of the troops, if they are together, if they're adjacent to at least one
Mhm.
ally or they're flanking with an ally, they gain all kinds of bonuses. You know, like the teamwork feats in Pathfinder.
Exactly.
So they gain +2 to flanking and +2 to AC while they're fighting with a friend, as it were. And if they get a crit on one of those flanking attacks, the other guy gets attack for opportunity, so that they really feel like if they get you, they get you.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, you can't go for them,
Also,
but the
also,
big guy's still
also,
over there.
you got some weird bot in the chat.
I got a weird. Uh, as ever, I must throw the baby out with the bathwater, because it's a bad baby. I picked him too early. Let's see if the players are level. Okay, let's see how does this encounter level works. Easy fights are easy EL lower than the party level. EL equal to the party is challenging. That should be the majority of them. Very difficult is 1 to 4 higher, and overpowering is 5 higher. Okay, gotcha. How do we calculate this? Encounter. So they're about level 5. So a equivalent encounter is a 4th, a 5th, or a 6th. So that's basically what we're looking for. A lieutenant is going to be about 4 to 5, 6-ish. So we can give him a pretty powerful wizard lieutenant in there somewhere. A challenging, like an overwhelming fight, aka like the big final boss, would be something 9 to 10th. So that boss is going to be probably an old general, like an hero, like kind of guy, you know? We'll
Makes
also,
sense.
and by the way, we're just talking this. We can don't forget we can also give them some morale rules, like well, if the no commander around, they surrender earlier or they run away instead of
That's
regrouping,
how I'm treating it.
and then
In the way I set up my own little squads like that is that if you actually manage to kill the commander, uh, everybody else just scatters. But
Mhm.
they're very slippery, especially in enclosed spaces, especially when they have somewhere to retreat. I had a party rush into a room and fall into a trap. I get bonked over the head immediately.
I like how it also provides offers for mixed pairs. An overwhelming mixed pair will be a 9 and a 7. Ooh, I like that one. So we'll make a 7th level dude who
That
and a
little
ninth level dude.
pop-up, I assume the little menu thing is not showing on the stream, I believe.
Oh no, I'm looking at a PDF at the Dungeon Master Guide
Ah, I see.
15.5.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Well, okay. So I want a 9th level big scary man. I think I'm gonna make him a Duskblade, something exotic, something that makes him feel kind of funky and strange. The Duskblade, by the way, is could also go for something like Dragon Shaman, because those guys get cool buffs and everything, and they got a breath weapon and an aura, so they can buff their allies without having to spend their move action to do it and everything, and throw breath weapons around. I don't know. It's got a fun feel to it, and they can wear medium armor, so he'll look well secured. What would a 9th level Dragon Shaman get? He would have energy immunity. Ooh, that's a nice twist. 46 breath weapon, some natural armor. He'd have a few auras. That's not bad. What would a 9th level Duskblade looks like? Personally, let's take a look. 9th level Duskblade. I mean, we could put in a Warlock. They're fun too. They just get Eldritch Blast for the most part, but makes them nice and simple. Let's see. What classes does this thing even have built in? Nope. I'd have to build those out of my own pocket. Let's see. 9th level Duskblade would have 3rd level spells, can use medium armor and heavy shield. I say we make the 7th level guy the Duskblade. What does a 7th level Dragon Shaman look like? Natural armor, breath weapon isn't quite as tough, but tough call, tough call. Tough call. Well, let's go work on the. Oh, this just starts off with the. Huh. Let's keep it simple. Let's work on some of the goons. What can we do goon wise? 5th level, or no, this looks like 6th level because I want these group fights to be a bit of a scrap. 1st level, excuse me, creature of 1st level would be a tough challenge with NPC levels. Okay, you could put 7 to 9 of those. 4 to 5 to 6 on. Okay, so our basic baby boys. I kind of want to. Kind of like the idea that the elves and the dwarves they have on this are a bit tougher, so we'll go with a basic soldier, a human soldier. And he's gonna have one. He's gonna be CR1, and then I don't want them all to be fighters, but I do want them all to feel martial. So what would be good for our dwarves? Make good
The
rangers, don't
best
they?
way to make things feel martial is whenever the archers are approached in the melee range, they just pull out knives.
I like that idea, so we're gonna go for Dwarven Ranger on the next
One of the
section.
players nearly goddamn died because they decided to rush the lost archer, and they cordoned him, and they said, "Okay, you're dead now." Then they failed the grapple check, and the guy stabbed them in the face. They nearly died because of that. It's a learning experience. It is extremely fun though. I do fudge a little bit.
Let's take a look.
From the very first fight, I've established that some of these guys have slightly more strength, others have slightly more dexterity. It's kind of like randomized within a range. So it gives me a perfect opportunity to say, oh, well, this guy only had 40 hit points, but that guy had 50. And the situation demands it.
Directly
Feels a little
associated
bit more
class levels
dynamic.
and non-associated class levels. Huh.
I think it's a good idea, or am I just rambling
What is?
like a dumbass? Basically giving them randomized stats, or at the very least pretending that they have randomized stats. In
We
the
have
sense that, how would I put it? Like let's say one guy has 50 hit points, another guy has 40 hit points, and maybe this guy is scrawny and has only 30. But I basically do that on not necessarily on a whim, but based on how the combat situation
I
develops.
mean,
You know.
I do that. I do that a lot. Like, uh, while sticking at 1 hit point is fun in some instances because it reminds your players to buff from time to time, I also, if a combat encounter is like they're gonna do this anyway, I'll just let it slide because I know that that's kind of against what how you should run it because that's the wrong kind of fudging. You never know what that guy might pull out and how long he might survive. But on the other hand, I don't want the whole session to just be people bonking each other on the head. just
Sometimes
makes
that's what happens.
It just makes players frustrated more than anything. We can save that for. I mean, it's kind of a moment and win thing. It also depends on the timing and everything. Monitoring the time is important. I mean, if you want to mix it up, go ahead. It's your style, your game. You do what you think you want to do because it's a. As Angry said, in the game hyperspace, there is a point where you sit that is perfectly fine. So, god damn it, monster. Okay, how do you calculate CR? I need to know this approximately because I want. I think is it. Do you have a CR calculator? How do I calculate challenge rating? Where does it come from? Monster feats, types, and subtypes. Humanoid subtype. Monster boy saving throws. What the heck? I like that if you're just a humanoid, you're proficient with more weapons than a wizard. Because wizards specifically don't get a bunch of weapons. I don't know why. I don't know why the game insisted on that. It's just give them simple weapons. Come on, man.
This is funny. I mean, pen is mightier than the sword, right?
Okay, monster
Especially
feat.
if you have an improvised weapon feat.
Where are they creating monsters? Oh, they're probably somewhere in the whatever. We'll just go with a quick off the cuff. Class levels -1. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, so. In that case, we can make them level 2-ish, so we can have second level fighters, and they're going to be, for the most part, the fluff and stuff. Players can fight 3-ish second level characters, so that'll be third level rangers. And what are we going to do for the elves? What'll the elves be? We're not talking too fancy here. We're still talking like basic boys. You're going to fill up the ranks. What are we going to do with that? I'm thinking. My brain goes ticky-tock. Basic goons, basic. Let's just pull this up and take a look at all the basic classes that there are. Rogue's a nice fit. Let's go with Rogue. And then the humans are basically the frontliners, the tough guys. So we'll go with Elven Rogue. Nice and basic. And now we want some higher level lieutenants, the bigger, tougher guys, the danger zone. In that case, fourth level wizard might be fun. Human wizard. We can give them fancy names and stuff later. I don't want this to be 4th level, so they're going to be CR3, Elven Rogue, CR2. Oh, no, not CR12, 2. Human Soldier 1, and this one is 2. Probably have some priests on staff, just in case. Not too many, just a few. But clerics being what they are, I say we make this one a 4th level.
I mean, if it's any sort of organized like military, it would make sense if they would actually have all manner of roles filled. Not necessarily in the most optimal way. They would definitely have some sort of caster who can throw out a baby cure spell maybe once in a while. Yeah, that sort of stuff.
We already got the lieutenant, so we're gonna have put the big boys in their separate folder. And we get the baby boys. Which one are you? Are you a big boy or a baby boy? Alright, alright, so we got this. I think this'll do. I guess we could make these humans not fighters, but warriors, because that way I think you can... Because these are NPC classes, and they scale differently, so you can give them more hit dice. Basically, you can make them tougher without making them stronger. Here we go. CR2. Oh, here it talks about it. Monster CR5, spell chance for 4. Characters at that level. Take a monster CR, monster. Okay. Single monster difficulty factors, making things interesting. I like this a lot. Like, it legit talks about all the fun stuff, and I think they did in the 5e too, but no one ever fucking reads the 5e book, and then everyone goes...
Because they took down the Trove. Of course, nobody reads them.
I mean, yes, but also because everyone, again, on D&D, people don't want to buy it. They don't want to buy everything and Beyond, and then they go, well, no, there's nothing good in there, and everyone goes, oh, there's nothing good in there. And I'm like, there is good stuff in there. You're just a dummy. You don't want to read it, like an adult.
Yes.
Like here, it even suggests fucking earthquakes. You know, let's have fun with that. Here, just throw an earthquake at your players. It's perfectly normal.
And sometimes earthquakes happen.
Sometimes earthquakes happen. NPC classes. Let's take a look. See, does it tell me anything about the challenge rating?
If you've kept tabs on Kolgora at all, one of the final dungeons that we went into, I opened up with an earthquake actually. So we came up to the gates of the town, and we realized there's essentially a wastewater lake nearby. So I simply created an earthquake to create a tsunami to wash away the walls. That was fun.
Most commoners never attain higher than second or third level in their whole lives. A warrior in town guards more likely gain XP and thus will gain a few levels, but their experience is still paltry compared to what an adventurer gains. Nice. Well, it's actually talking about that. The aristocrat might work as a PC class since it has an impressive selection of skills and respectable combat training. Isn't so much as a choice as a position you're born into. I mean, they are almost rogues. Commoner. Ah, that's so nice. Commoners make poor adventures. This class should be reserved for everyone who does not qualify for any other class.
Here's the dumb question of the day. Is commoner a comparative adjective? Okay. There's common, and then the commoner, and then the commonest.
Oh god. I forgot this thing had like a whole section on like NPC characters. I'm going to show you this, because this is pretty impressive. But so, this is DMG1. And look at this fucking table it throws at you. By the way, hey, you're making an NPC cleric? Here's a fucking table that tells you everything you need to know, bucko. They give you a slap on the ass.
That's amazing. Some really useful stuff.
Yeah.
I like that.
They actually, I mean, Player Handbook 2 also gives you some fun tips and tricks on how to build them. But I'm impressed by the fact that they made this for pretty much every class. Yeah, I can just cheat using this. We'll roll with this. So let's see. I'm gonna look at Player Book 2 and see how that looks. We'll work on the goons for now before we move too much further. Let's see. Choose equipment. See, Player Handbook 2 has a section for quick NPCs, and it's great. Makes it very easy to just throw some dudes together. Okay, so we got we got some fighting men. They got the fists. They got the fighting fists. I gotta give him a race, unfortunately. He's gotta have one. Oh, I need to go over here to do that. I want a waist. I want a waist call, mommy. I need some class levels, because otherwise I'll do nothing, so I'll be a fighter. I could probably, like I said, I could probably squeeze another hit die and make him a warrior, but is that worth it? Because comparatively, they're pretty much the same. Sans a few feats that he misses out on. It's the hit dice again. D8 versus a D10. Yeah, let's just say these guys are basic goons. Here you go. Combat features. We make him a level 3. We'll give him average per level, so that's 15. Combat stats. Let's take a look. What does it recommend for fighting boys? It recommends, well, first, it's a human, so he gets a free bonus somewhere. I'd say con. If you're going to pick someone who's going to fight, and you have a big boy in charge, you probably pick the baby man. So we're going to give him +2 to Dex to Constitution. Here we go. Fighter. 15 goes into strength. 13 here, 14 here. Go bumped it up to 16. He's a tough nugget. He's got enough hit points that he can survive the average fireball, which gives the players a moment of pause. He's got 12 wisdom and 8 charisma. They ain't talkers, but you know, the soldiers, they're not hired to talk. I like this. I like this a lot already. Okay, we got some feats to pick from. Pick your race. Choose your character. Dun, 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 Skills. Oh, yeah. How can a man forget skills? Well, this ain't Pathfinder, so throwing one skill point into things isn't going to help, which means we actually need to make some decisions. How many do we get? Oh, gosh, I forget we're human. We actually have quite a few skill points.
Yep.
How many do we get? 4? Oh, yeah. You get 4 times at the first level. So how many do you get per level? It's the one that I want to know. So this plus 2, 3, and then 3, that plus 4, 7. Give me a moment. My brain is having a big old think. Show me the stats, good sir. Here we go. 2 times 4. So 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 12. And then 2 levels of 3 each. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just doing the math wrong. Alright, what would they have? This recommends climb, jump, intimidate. I think that since these guys are mostly just door guards, max rank is 6 at this point. Or was it 6? What was the max again? Oh, this is hilarious. It actually gives you some... The minimum rank, maximum rank allows character levels these guys has 6. These are mostly dudes who just stand around. They go, "Nyeh, go away. Shoo. Don't go in there. That's not for you." What else do we get class skill-wise? Ugh. They probably ride everywhere, and then we'll give them a little bit in climbing. Anything else they get? Handle animal? Jump. Jump, jump. Climbing.
Well, it depends on how rich they are and how high level they are, because generally people would be just marching on foot with maybe an officer and a horse.
You're right. Well, they're common mooks then.
Oh, one thing that I would like to do, if we're doing humans and it's relatively low level, give them spears with reach. No.
I know, Como. What do you think? I'm not even making the guy, and you're already talking about equipment. Calm down.
I'm just sharing my ideas.
What are we dealing with? Okay. What does his saves look like? I think he needs Iron Will. That's a fun feat to give him. So every single dumb fuck in the world's gonna say, "But this is a bad feat. It's not a great feat." And I'm like, "Fuck you, shoo." I'm making an NPC for fun. I'm not making a goddamn min-maxed asshole. I hate those guys. Get him out of here. You take that man. You take a point of shoulder. Listen, that guy's exclusively been talking this entire fucking time about how awesome he's gonna be. That guy's gonna roll ones in a row, and he's gonna piss his bed and yell at me and say that I'm cheating when he's the one rolling ones all over the place. He's gonna be so fucking pissed 2 sessions in, and I know he's gonna be that because I was that guy. Ugh, I hate those people. They're the worst. Not quite as nauseating as those jackasses with Traveler who kept talking about how OP they were. Like, God, how is that encouraging to me as a game master, huh? How's this supposed to make me feel good? That you're constantly yelling about how dumb I am? I want to know what the hell they were thinking, why they thought it was a good idea. Okay, we're going to give them Iron Will, because they're trained soldiers, you know? They need to stay in formation. Weapon... specialization? What does that do? Does this even have that? Shield. No, so we're not going to bother with that too much. I like... But they got the formation thing. Does this thing even have... Does this thing have teamwork feats? Because I know that this went all kinds of ways. Tactical feats. Maybe that's what they call it. Let's take a look. What do we have tactical feat-wise? Oh, no, those are unique maneuvers. The Blood-Spiked Charger. The Mad Alchemist. The Shadow Striker. Let's take a look at this Mad Alchemist, just to see what it says. You are an expert in using alchemical items. Through experimentation, research, and your careful study of the art of alchemy, you've learned to make most items such as alchemist fire. Okay, fair enough. It also gives you access to the 3 maneuvers. Distracting Blast. You can throw a Thunderstone, and it can ruin their concentration. Fiery... Okay, so basically upgrade some basic items. That's lame. That's lame. Combat form feats. What? I can take a form? Ah. Oh, this is hilarious. Combat focus. Wisdom 13. Enter a meditative state to gain a +2 bonus to will saves. And then they can gain combat stability, which increases their defenses against bull rushes and combat maneuvers. Combat defense. Change the target of the dodge feat as an immediate action. There's combat vigor. While in focus, gain fast healing 2. Damn, these are really demanding though. But I like combat focus as an idea. But I don't think this guy has the wisdom for that. Almost. I can cheese it. Combat strike. Expend combat focus to... how strong is that? Okay, so combat focus. Okay, the first time you make a successful strike during an encounter, you gain your combat... Oh, that's cute. Not very useful for characters who are about to get their ass kicked anyway. Okay, so there's nothing here in terms of that. I was thinking maybe. Maybe. Okay, what else does it recommend for feats on these dumbasses? Because we got quite a few to pick from. Dodge is not as good in this one. There's weapon focus, often sensible. How good would their accuracy be? They'd be P +3, strength 3. Weapon focus might be good. Yeah, weapon focus, spear. Weapon focus. Look at all these focuses. Get a load of all this damage.
Wouldn't it be foci?
Oh no. Weapon name. Spear? Spear? Short spear? Nothing? Gosh, this was way simpler the first time when it was just a little... Custom name from... Oh, that's adorable.
That's interesting.
Oh, fuck. I think I understood what I did wrong because I just understood what it's trying to do.
Oh?
Yep. Weapon name. No weapon selected. No. Description. What the hell am I looking at? Get out of here. Shoe. Okay, so this is the actual thing, right? Custom weapon. Oh, yeah. Let's put in longsword. Longsword. Nice. So we can put in spear. Oh, that's awesome. However, because I'm going to make these guys sort of duplicitous, and that I'm going to cheat with how they actually work, we're going to say that they also get a long spear.
Nice.
The idea being that, depending on the situation, you get the guys in the back row with the long spears. Don't make different sheets. Just make one sheet and give them both features, and you can just run them off of the one. People make too much of a hubbub about that kind of stuff. I lied. I don't have Russian shortwave number stations.
Yes. Have you ever heard them?
No. I think toughness might be a fun feat because it gets the job done. It's like 3 hit points, but they're little goons. Now they're pretty tough. They're goons, but they're tough. They can tick. Spear. I want spears, good sir. Find me some spears. Open the browser. Where are all the filters? Who ate them? It's empty. I think something broke. I'm not sure what did it. Oh no. I have no idea what's supposed to be on. Good job, me. Oh well. We'll just have to make do the old-fashioned way then. Ooh, magic items. Nice. Don't get any though. That little baby men. Let's see. They get 2.5 thousand gold pieces to spend on their equipment. Expensive. Especially for a bunch of mooks. They get a master perk, weapon, full plate armor, heavy shield, and 700 gold pieces. Well, if we were actually designing a combat encounter, I would be like, okay, but we're putting the money somewhere else. Plate. No? Excuse me, where the... Oh, it's probably in like a separate set. Oh, that's why it has the whole goddamn thing, doesn't it? Ugh. Can you even carry full plate? Oh, I can. Steel shield? Can you carry a heavy steel shield? Yeah. Don't like how heavy that full plate is. Half plate makes a bit more sense. And it's also significantly cheaper. Just makes thematically more sense. You don't make a full plate for every dude in the army. If we're going that direction, though... Let's pull up the old SRD, which has all the information written down. I mean, breastplates. You would give him some degree of combat. Yeah, let's just give him all breastplates. Nice and simple, not too heavy. Not too expensive either, so it's like reasonable that a whole army would be equipped with them. And then we just give him some spears. Go away, go away. Okay, this spear. It's two-handed? Two-handed. Okay, it's a short spear that I'm going to be giving, and the long spear. One in the front, one in the back, nice and simple. Tomato, tomato, Bob's your uncle. What you gonna do on little baby boy? Details, masterwork. So we add 300 to the price. That's a 300 gold piece spear they get. To be fair, you probably would prefer to give them a good weapon so that they don't panic when their weapon breaks armor. Armor can take it. The boys cannot. You see here, they got it all figured out. How do you make an attack? Here you go, create attack. Let's make sure that it did that correctly. Long spear, 6. Can you show me the breakdown? Show me the breakdown, please. But, yeah, it's in there. That's neat. That's actually not a bad accuracy for a little goon who's mostly going to be flanking around you and taking advantage of your... What the heck is this? Oh my goodness. The title of that video alone is something else, Como.
Is it?
It's a mouthful.
Yes.
Gosh, of course Debbie is posting that kind of stuff. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? We fox it up? What? All day breakfast. Meat, vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options. That is a well-drawn fox for a freaking chalkboard. Not crime scene. And we're gonna need to give them some sort of ranged option. Well, they're not too strong, and they're baby boys. So I don't know why the compendium doesn't work. Something in the settings. Set them to auto. It does it for me. Customize coins. Auto size weapon. Variant rules. Psionics are different. Experience track. Units. Fractional base attack bonus. Custom spell. Oh, automatic ammo recovery. Hide player list. Show full attack card.
Can you imagine keeping track of every arrow for all the soldiers in your little army? Wouldn't that be fun?
Sounds like a pain in the ass, if anything.
It is. It is a pain in the ass. See, and you can start working from here. You can have a little scout group going ahead of these guys. You can have a little convoy behind them with a little cart with food and everything, and grow from there. And then you just multiply that and you create logistically, a reasonable army. That looks like an actual army. It's not fun.
Anyway, there we go. Ooh, it even made the short spear throwing version.
Yes.
Nice. So, to put it bluntly, these guys are going to be outmaneuvering the players more than anything. So, we're going to add them a little, I don't know how to do any of this, actually. Oof.
They should be using the same tactics for the player, party, barbarian that they would use for hunting a boar. They poke them with long sticks.
Between the bonking stick and the poking with sticks, you got plenty of options. Let's take a look at... God, the stupid compendium not working is the worst. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about a feat. For that, I need to look up power attack. Because that's kind of what we're working with here. Because as I said, I like the idea that they have like bonus flanking damage. How does this combat window look again? Flanking +2. I want to make an extra button here then for bonus flanking. For that, I'm gonna need power attack because it has the foundation of what we're trying to do here. When we go into power attack, we go over here in the back. When I take baby out back. What? Is it? Does that work? Oh, it's a slider. That's how that works. Ugh, that's the wrong one. I think I'm gonna need smite. Let's see. Because smite is a checkbox. Smite evil. Where'd it go?
I like how there's smite good also.
Yeah, that's for the black arts.
You know what would be fun?
What would be?
I just realized something. What if we create an entire kingdom, but like people go into like this mirror world where everybody's wearing a goatee, everybody's evil, but the player's good, so everybody hates them because they're good.
Welcome to the
Can you
naughty.
imagine that?
Welcome to
Can you
naughty.
imagine that? You have to survive in a world where literally everyone is evil,
Yes.
and the
Opposite.
evil guys are actually good guys.
Opposite land.
Yes. Yes.
There's the button.
Everybody's wearing a goatee. Whoever had the goatee in this world already has like two goatees in the other one.
So what I want is action type. Oh, combat changes. Attack optional. Well, melee attacks, because that's usually like, any attack will do, really. Condition formula, modified field, feat, attack. Oh! Oh, shit, has a drop down for this? Holy cannoli. That's so cool! Feat attack bonus, thank you. +2. Special action. What the heck? I don't know what that means, but I like this a lot. This is nice and simple. So now it should just have that in there, and we got it. We have the ability to outflank someone. If we're flanking them, we click both. Now he has a huge bonus to attack. Take a look at that. That is 11
Nice.
to hit. Is it 11? 3, 3,
Not be
6.
doing too much damage, but he's doing it consistently.
I mean, this is like a minimum damage roll. On a good day, he'll hit a lot harder. And don't forget, they're not supposed to instantly kill the players. They're not supposed to do all that much damage, but with a couple of pokes, like there's a couple of them, they're all attacking. With all these bonuses,
Yes.
it stacks up. So this guy goes out there. He's got a little crossbow. He can shoot you and then take out his weapons if he has to. This guy's in the back with their long spears who provide a little extra protection. They can brace and everything. They got options. Boys got options. So that's the human, the soldiers, the grunts, the pick and mix litter. We'll give him a nice human picture. I got a bunch of these. Let's pick a basic boy. There you go. Just some dude. I got a magic wizard and his magical spells. Let's pick it like this. I imagine that if you're in an army, you got a wizard who knows what it looks like. We're gonna pick 3, so we are picking level 4. Add. Yeah, this one works, so I don't get what's going on with the other ones. Level. Oh, what? No. He's level 4. Auto calculating hit points. Yeah. Oh, ooh, it does. It does automatically do it. Cool. Let's take a look at PHB 2 because it gives me all the information I need for this fine gentleman. What kind of wizard is? What kind of wizard would you have in your army? I guess evocation makes the most sense. Here we go. 8, 13.
It makes
14.
sense. Somebody who protects.
Oh my God! Shut up. Telephone. 14, 15, and then 12, 10, and we have 1 ASI increase, which dexterity or intelligence? I guess dexterity because he is a soldier. He's part of the army, so he'd probably be told to. Yeah, court wizard would probably go for int, but combat soldier probably would go for that. Wait a minute, I got a question. I got a big question. Did they add arcane armor yet? Arcane spell, because I know there's Twilight stuff, but that's not the same. Don't think they have that. Nope. Sad days for me. Well, we got a wizard. He's level 4. He's got 20 hit points, so he'll probably get fireballed. All the more reason. I mean, if he's a wizard and he's like this level, we can just give a little wink and smile and say that he always has that, what is it called? Resist energy? How does that one work? Because we can always just say that he has that readied. Configure. Wizard. Automatically set up. Go ahead. stats. Oh, god damn it, the spell browser doesn't work. Well, luckily we have some help with that. But first, I just need to know what resist energy looks like. Resist energy. Reduced by 10 damage before being applied. The value of the resistance increases. Okay. Oh, yeah. Absorb energy takes care of it completely. So he has resist energy 10 to fire. So that the players who think they're being clever by throwing a fireball at the wizard are going to be like, oh no, the wizard is smart and he has fire resistance. And anyone who uses electricity is going to be like, oh, how smart. I have other elements. You know, you might be able to say that you adjust this depending on what you're doing. Like, whatever the players use, these guys are going to prepare for. They are wizards, after all. They are smart fellows, and they know the magic you throw around quite well. Features. What kind of features does this wizard? I don't fucking care. We're not there yet. We need to pick some skills for this wizard man. Naturally, he's going to want to put all his points into concentration. It's the important one. You alright there, Como? You got a lot of going on.
Got a lot of fun.
Never mind. Decipher script is cute. He's got one more we can give him. I mean, considering that he's at a historical site, how about we lower this one down a bit, and we just throw some points around. So it's not easily divided.
You mean like the sniffles?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
There was some static for a moment.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Maybe my headphones are going bad.
Yeah, we'll give him some planes. So it's a wizard who knows a little bit of everything. He might know. He might be able to give the player some information on this local ruin, as it were.
Yes.
Okay, what are we going to pick for his feet? So first we need to actually, now that I think about it, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, he is a wizard. So he does, in fact, get to pick some schools. Not in here? Where are they then? Spell schools and domains. I am an evocation wizard. My job is to explode people. Okay, what does it recommend for wizard feats? Oh yeah, I forgot to make him human. So he doesn't have the human traits yet. It turns out I was a human all along, Batman. I have more skills than you can possibly imagine. He's got some engineering skill. It's cute. He's just got a little bit of everything. This guy knows what he's talking about. You listen to this man. Would you trust this man? I point him at the camera. I mean, he's got nice glasses. Can't argue with those. Gives him a lot of feats, too. Yeah, it's a lot of feats. Look at those feats. He's got 3 of them. Let's see. Scribe. Oh, yeah, he gets Scribe Scrolls a bonus. So we can give him some scrolls to augment his abilities. Spell focus evocation makes sense in combat casting, so some obvious ones are immediately chosen for us. We've got combat casting, increases his concentration in when he's bound up in a pickle. And we'll give him spell focus. We've got to pick a school though, and finally, what do I want? You know what, spell penetration. I mean, it's not something that comes up a lot, but you'll be glad you have it.
But it would be neat to have.
Yeah. On spell resistance. In case the players decide to get fancier, they buy a scroll spell resistance, or they have something that helps with that. He'll be ready. Oh, it actually has all the little things. Okay, wow. Okay, so I just pick this part. And then I go... Wait. If I just do Evo, does it work? No. Spell. School. Custom attribute list. Custom name for formula. If I just type in Evo, does it work? If I do evocation, Evo. Holy shit! Holy shit! It works! I'm learning.
It works.
I'm learning.
That's amusing.
To that, a drink. It's just water, but it drives a man to drink.
They drive me to drink.
All right. And now he gets miscellaneous characteristics, irrelevant. We're just making a thematic pack of individuals. Let's take a look. See what the problem I have with. I mean, he'll have Scorching Ray, so he can target a few players and hit him real good. Giving him precise. I roll my eyes. It's fine. Let's take a look. See what does a wizard get at this level? At 4th level, He gets a masterwork weapon, a plus some braces of armor, and a cloak of resistance. So he gets some fun stuff. Some braces of armor. Oh, my head hurts a bit. I don't know why. Where's
A headache?
Nah, I don't know what it is. Braces of armor. He gets a cloak of resistance. He wears a fancy cloak.
Good.
Get a load of this nerd. Yeah, that works. And we'll give him a little magic crossbow. Nah. Yeah. Eh? Nah, I can't afford that actually. As much as I would want this guy to have one, he just can't afford it. He's too poor. You poor schmuck. You spent it all on bracers. He spent it all on fashion and fashion accessories.
You gotta have good accessories.
Alright, what is the... Because this thing also has wizard recommendations. I think we already know it's going to be Scorching Ray for 2nd level. It's one of his domain spells, for frick's sake. His school spells, excuse me. Magic Missile is also an obvious pick. Because again, part of his spell school stuff. Cantrips. We'll leave him with what he got. We'll give him Acid Splash so that he has something to throw out there. Otherwise, he has all the cantrips because he's a wizard like that. We'll give him 2 uses of Acid Splash. Don't forget, cantrips are not indefinite in this one. Prepare 1. He's got some good stuff. I've got the player handbook here, so why don't I just look at the actual spell section? Spells. Wizard spell lists. I don't have to worry about prohibited schools because I don't give a shit about this guy. His spellbook, who knows where it is? Who cares? Just transmute it into treasure and tell it to the players, well, they probably hid it somewhere. If you want to go find it, go for it. But you're the one spending time, and someone's going to start looking for these guys at some point.
Yes.
Darkness is an evocation spell. Oh, Flaming Sphere. That's a real good one. That's something they can cast from... Yeah.
You can roll it around, and it's really neat.
It's a really good thing to have around to just fuck with people. Divination. Well, he is there to help, so... Locate object makes sense. That he'd have that prepared. And what else do I want to give him? Blur? Mirror Image. Mirror Image
is a classic.
It's a classic. So if he gets into a fight, he's got some options. He can make himself hard to hit. He can help out in the tents and everything. And he's got some combat options available to him. Cool. 1st level spells. It's always the fun one. Alarm, Mage Armor, Hold Portal. Hold Portal is one of those spells where your players are going to go, wait, he has what? And they go, fuck. Because Hold Portal, in case you don't know, it just makes it hard to open a door.
Yes.
Which is super useful when you're being hunted by a bunch of idiots. And then the party goes, wait, why does he have that? And it's like, does anyone have knock? And it's like, no, I didn't think it'd be useful. And then everyone feels like an idiot. And you, the GM, get to go, ho, 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 ho. And then next time, when they do prepare it, they're going to feel so smart. They're going to be like, this man uses Hold Portal. I'm so smart. Always give him Identify. Which means that he has a pearl of 100 gold pieces in his pocket. So, yeah, it's not relevant for us. Because, again, we're not designing an adventure, so we don't put treasure in people's pockets. That's not for us to do. The players are 5th level, so they are immune to most basic spells. We're not going to worry too much about that. Cause Fear might work. Let's put Cause Fear in there. I like Cause Fear for one reason. That's that if it does work, if the players are affected by it, they'll feel the jimmies in their back. And if they aren't affected by it, because, you know, high enough level, they'll feel cool. Let's give him Mage Armor. Yes, let's give him Mage Armor. We'll just take a slot for Mage Armor out. We'll just permanently have, like, Mage Armor is exhausted, and we'll give him the common buff of Mage Armor. It just makes sense. And now his AC's a bit better. Huh? Oh, it didn't turn down. Here you go. And there you go. How good is Shield again? A Shield is 10 minutes. Shield is +4 to AC. Blocks magic missiles. This is a bit better than Mage Armor, actually. Just lasts shorter. Magic weapon. Okay, we gotta think about... Wait, transmutation... Conjure... Quaint. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Let's give him Shield instead. Give him options. Maybe one he always makes as a scroll, and the other one is... Bleh. Look at that. Look at that! I mean, he has Braces of Armor already, so the Shield stacks a bit better. And he's immune to magic missile, so you can't plink him. AKA, it feels like a real wizard fight. Not a lot of evocation spells outside of magic missile. But hey, he's got what he
Doesn't
needs.
he's probably not going
He's
to be able to
he
use too
has
many anyway.
yeah he's got enough that he can do something every turn for a couple of rounds. So that's all we really need him to do. I want to give him something unique. So he's a wizard. I want to give him something he can do with his movement action that is a buff to other characters. What would be fun? Don't forget, we're always allowed to say that something was there that players never saw, like traps
Yes.
and things. Could be something like as a movement action, he causes like a rock to fall or something that distracts the player. Or we can say that he gives an insightful commentary on how to best hit someone. What do you think, Como?
Verbal speaking is free usually.
No, if it's gonna give it an effect, it usually should cost you an action of some sorts.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, that makes sense. Let's go for a little bit of a buff. He seems like he's a a brainiac kind of person. He'd point out stuff, how to hit stuff. Excuse me.
Cool. All right. It's not a fee. I guess it's a miscellaneous thing. I mean, he is an evoker, so he would advise destruction.
Yes.
It takes 1 move action. Target is 1 willing creature. He can command up to about 30 feet. He doesn't have a big long range for it to him. It takes 1 round, less 1 round. And I think that's really all we need to worry about right now. Actions?
Making it look easy too.
Way to use it. Yeah, that adds it special. Make it special. I just need the box to show up at all. It's good enough for me. And we'll just add a damage formula of. I kind of like it if it's his intelligence. So if for some reason they find like an intelligence buffing attack, they add their. Yeah, that's real nice. So if for example someone gives him an intelligence buff, or so the players lose their scroll or something, he can give a bigger buff to other guys. But it's only 1 dude. As a move action, a human wizard can provide useful combat advice. A single willing creature gains a +2 morale bonus to their next damage roll. Their next weapon damage roll. There. It's nice and simple, but it adds a lot of flavor to him. To have this wizard cast a spell and then start yelling at people to do their job.
Like, my job here is done, but he haven't done anything. And he flips his cape.
He has a cape, my good sir. Oh, he does have a clicker resistance, so that's fit perfectly. I'm dying. It's great. All right. That's the wizard. He's got it all. All right.
Now, here's a question for you.
Yes.
If we were to say that we want the same thing but with a dwarf, what would be the the defining neat characteristic of those? Huh?
For a dwarven wizard who gives advice?
Yeah. Well, he might not be giving advice. He might be doing something else. Like, what is his funky little trait? What about an elven one? What about
okay.
I don't know. Well,
calm down, Como. I get what you're saying. I guess if I was dealing with a dwarf, I would probably give him something that either boosts AC or reduces, gives like a penalty to crit confirmations. Hold firm, or something like that. And they're basically harder to crit or harder to hit, depending on how exactly I am at, how like what precisely the dwarves are thematically, like what they're supposed to do here, etc. Like context of the encounter. For an elf, I would love it to give him something like, as an immediate action, a unit can take a 5-foot step. And they can affect as many units as their int modifier. Again, it requires them to spend their move action, so they can't move on the turn they use it. Other than a 5-foot step, because, again, you can use that whenever you don't move. How do you like that?
That sounds neat.
So with elves, they're more nimble. With dwarves, they don't go down as easily. You gotta kill the big guy if you want to go easy. Oof, or just straight up damage resistance. equivalent again to that modifier, which again, the tougher they are, the bigger that bonus gets. Alright, so now we got to pick a priest. Nice scruffy looking guy. Let's take a look. A la la look-see.
As long as you don't call him a nerf herder.
That's their word.
Yes.
Classes. He is a cleric. He's a proper priest. A bit more high magic than anything else, but I like the idea behind it. Alright, let's take a look. What do we give him ability score-wise? 12 in strength, an 8 in dex. Excuse me, not 1,012. 13. For this one, we'll give him 10. Wisdom is 15, and charisma is 14. He gets 1 ability score increase. I guess since he's the priest, he probably would have toughened up a bit, which I like a lot. And it's also important because you can already cast higher level spells, and I kind of don't want to have too many 3rd level spells to work with. Cleric. And look at that, automatically, instantaneously set up. What are his domains going to be? He gets 2 domains. This is 3.5, so domains are actually kind of neat because they don't give you some silly little thing you can throw out off to the side. No, they give you bonuses. Let's take a look. See, what kind of domains are they? I guess war domain makes too much sense.
I mean, he's a military cleric, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it would give him weapon. It would give him what was it again? It gives him spiritual weapon as a domain spell he can take, so that's really good. And martial proficiency with okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
Speaking of spiritual weapon, there is a spell that I picked up for the Oracle in Pathfinder 1, which is just amazing. It just spawns weapons of your deity or your favorite weapons just floating around you, and you can grab them, you can toss them at people.
Zoinks.
It's amazing.
Oh, this guy's
but while they are hanging out around you, they provide you with an AC bonus.
That is so neat.
And it is mean.
War domain, and next up is destruction domain, I guess. You gain the smite power. Oh, that's once per day. Knowledge might make sense, because this guy is here to help out with figuring things out. Or healing. Well, I guess he's here for healing, ain't he? He's here ultimately to help keep the soldiers on their feet. So cast healing spells +1 level. I wonder if it actually has that in the changes anywhere. Oh, that's so awesome. There they are. Don't know if it actually increases them or not, but that'd be cute if it did. Not very relevant, though. It's like 1 hit point, so we're not going to worry too much. And it lets him prepare some of those spells in those domain slots. But I think we're mostly going to focus on war. Nah. Let's take care of some basic spells first. Spells! We need spiritual weapon, which makes him kind of sticky. I want some cures. Cure minor wounds, cure moderate wounds, cure critical wounds, or is it serious wounds? It's serious wounds, excuse me. I'm very dumb. And cure light wounds, the standards. Oh yeah, the wizard, we can give some scrolls. We could give him a scroll fireball, but it has to be a thing that he has to make a cast level check for, which is kind of funny. So I might fail. But that's a bit too risky, and we got the big boys to do the big stuff. We already got big boys. We don't need the wizard to also get too big. Player's level 5, so they just got their 3rd level spells. So seeing a wizard that's weaker than them is always a bit fun. And then they get to fight the big guy, and they're like, oh shit, we're not quite there yet, boys. We're not quite there yet, boys. Spiritual weapon. You are on the war domain, right? Yeah. What are you doing, Luigi? Yeah, it ain't doing it properly. That's a problem. Domain. War. It's on there. It just doesn't want to recognize it. Oh well. Where's the button I can push to push it in? Ugh, whatever. Oh. I have no slots. Oh yeah.
You have no slots, and
because
you
I
must
have no
scream.
class levels. I forgot to make him a level. Give him. I forgot to actually give him what he's supposed to have. Oh, I'm so dumb.
That's all right.
No, it's never all right. I'm too dumb. I'm wiggling my little feet at the air because I'm so dumb. Anyway, let's give him some feats.
That sounds so silly when you say it like that.
Okay. Let me go to features, school domain. This. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna shake my little butt. Feat, human, bonus, skill points. Counter. Feat. War. That works, right? Feat war pool. Equals 2? No. Do I add it twice? Yes! Cool. Because I need weapon. First, martial weapon proficiency. Players are never going to see this. And then weapon focus. With the longsword.
Would a cleric have a longsword, though?
Well, he's a war domain.
Oh, that makes sense. You know what? Yeah, that's fair enough.
So the idea being that, Iomade has a longsword as a weapon, so that direction.
That makes sense.
The weapon selected? I just entered a weapon, you dingies.
It's a cleric that is allowed to draw blood. Can you imagine? I'm a cleric. I'm not allowed to draw blood. That's why I'm using blunt weapons to keep all the blood on the inside.
Don't worry, I'll spill the blood on your insides.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to give you an internal bleeding, but that's okay. That's where the blood is supposed to be.
Don't worry, nothing changes, except for me.
Yes.
He's got 5 hit dice, so he can go up to 8. He's got some concentration. Boy's got a big brain.
Don't worry. The only thing I'm going to do is rearrange your organs. Wait, no, that sounds bad.
We are making it combat heavy, so what else do I want to throw at this guy? Combat casting is probably a good choice. What kind of? He's going to be a healer, so he needs combat casting, extra turning. Interesting pick. I guess that makes sense. Feats. What feat are we putting on this man? I mean, he's our soldier, so I guess it's perfectly fine. He probably has brew potion. That way we can give some potions to people to make sense why they would have it. Turning. Well, the other ones to Iron Will, improved turning. I think what makes sense is to give him endurance. There you go. Now it's got a little off to the side thing. There. And he's got full plate. He's got a longsword. He's mostly a melee fighter. He's not supposed to get involved in the fight. Let's give him some spells. Oh, yeah, I need to make sure this equipment is all squared out first. Whoops. Cleric, 5th level, +1 weapon, full plate armor, heavy steel shield. Oh, this guy gets the good stuff, huh? I'm gonna sneeze. That was a sneeze.
Bless you.
And enhancements? Enhancements. That stupid enchantment boy. Enchantment?
I gotta remember that from
Dragon Age 2? Now the first one.
Yeah.
You know, the camp where they sold you the DLC.
Yep. And there's also the second one too, I think.
So do you remember the DLC?
I really hated the second one though.
I recall that it wasn't great. It was a bit spongy, I've heard.
Well, the biggest problem with it was that they copy-pasted pretty much every dungeon ever. Which is, like, understandable, but it's, like, literally just the one room. And then you go from the entrance to the exit, and then from the exit to the entrance in that dungeon. It looks exactly the same. So that looked extremely lazy. Then, well, how would I put it? If you had a difficulty above normal, you would just get unfair battles. Straight up. You would have to do pixel perfect fighting, essentially. For no reason other than, well, that's how they can manage the difficulty.
Let's see. Prayer. The nastiest of spells. Everyone gets a +1. They all get -1. So a real solid opener together with hold person just makes for very. Look at this. Attack rolls, damage rolls, saves, and skill checks. That's a lot. Hmm. Mm-hmm. It's lesser restoration that requires a material component, doesn't it? Nope. You can put that in there then. He's got 2 more slots. Lesser restoration. Resist energy. Makes sense that he could throw that out there at someone. There you go. There we give him that. There we give him that. Nice. Set to go. First level stuff. Shield of Faith. Protection from evil. Sanctuary. How does that work in this one? Oh, it's the same as ever. Jackass gets a save to not get struck.
The exact numbers change though.
Huh?
Sanctuary. I think it's just +1 AC rather than +2. Unless it is +2.
No, here it's not any sort of plus bonus. It just... If you're not paying attention, Como, you'll notice that it basically forces a will save.
Oh, yeah. And if they fail it, they can't attack you, so you can just stand in the way.
It's on the stream
so
if you want to see it.
Yeah, it is.
Ha 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 ha. You fool. You've looked at the stream. You're going to lose subscriber. That's a good thing to have to save someone's life.
Well, I mean, yes, also. But also I'm reading that Pathfinder thing that I picked up yesterday. Remember, like 200 pages? Holy crap. Good stuff.
I think Command and Divine Favor are fun. Command... Divine Favor. And Comprehend Languages, because they are here to help. Alright, he's actually pretty tough. Jesus. Where's the button to make this guy take a nap? Where's your nappy button? There it is. He has all of his spells back. And now we have ourselves a priest. Who can take care of some soldiers. He already has all those spells, so... I'm thinking for a bit, You know, we're doing the whole thing with morale, so let's give him a feature that helps with that.
Good.
With some miscellaneous...
Wait, it said miscellaneous?
No, but I intentionally said it wrong so people get pissed.
Oh.
Because I'm mean.
Man, somebody took the time to write 200 extra pages of stuff for just the Oracle. Holy crap.
How polite of him.
I like it.
I guess someone
a
else
lot.
likes it as much as you do.
Well, I picked a class that seemed familiar and interesting, etc., and I picked it, and I'm playing it. Would like to play it some more. Sounds wonderful. Especially with all those little things. Because, look, it's like a little, do-it-yourself thingy where you put together a lot of stuff. Like, hey, you pick a mystery, you pick a curse, you pick some other stuff. Pick some spells. It's neat. Build your own oracle. Like it.
I kind of want to give this an immediate action.
Oh.
Look at this. I want you to look at this and tell me how that's pretty neat.
The move action, a human priest can inspire zeal. To do so, he targets a creature that has lost morale and is fleeing or otherwise mentally unfit for combat. Target creature then creates morale and rejoins the fight. Surely as an immediate action, the human priest can inspire zeal against will-breaking effect. Yes, I like that. It's like if you spook somebody and they're running or hiding. It's
No,
like,
read on.
okay. When a friendly creature within 30 feet makes a will save, the priest spends his immediate action to replace the target's will with their... This is really good! This is really good!
So you got that guy, and his modifier.
I like how it implies that he just spends the time to talk about these things with his soldiers.
Do not falter, good men, for it is in Iomede's realm that you will find peace.
Can you imagine? It's like, okay, so if you fight against a barbarian, have to look out for the one thing that he can say that will destroy your morale, and it's your mom. He teaches them how to do like one-liner responses.
No. Okay. Elven Rogue, 3 levels.
Wonderful.
We're getting to the fancy stuff.
Yes.
Aren't wood elves like really good sneakers? 2 dexterity, 2 strength. Yeah, this is a... Oh, yeah, these are backstabbers.
Unfortunately, they're a little dumb.
Yeah, they don't got the... are high elves a little better for it? No, they just got +2 dex. If you really want a sneaker, you hire a grey elf. +2 dex, +2 intelligence.
See, these ones are smart and sneaky. Little bastards.
We'll just stick with a high elf. Let's not get too complicated. Why'd you make it so complicated? Whoa. Oh man, a new first-time viewer says hello! Or actually, hey,
Yeah.
It's Gregor's man. Let's see. Okay. First time. Yes.
Welcome.
Why did you make it so complicated? Whoa. Alright, let's add the levels ahead of time this time so I don't look like a complete idiot. Sneak attack, weapon... Oh yeah, forget. 3.5 classes are not so difficult. I think the only reason people say this is difficult is A, there's a lot of... You have to write a lot down. If you're an idiot. If you're super smart, you can remember everything. You can even go like, oh, he's level 6. I know what his BAB is. I know what his dex is supposed to be. But that requires proficiency you might not have. But again, the idea is here to make characters that have a certain je ne sais quoi to it more than anything. You know what? Since these are military units in their own home field advantage, I think we can give them pseudo-invisibility. I think that might be fun. The idea being that they're all like painted and their armor is painted like the environment, like the ruins that they're protecting. So that they can
that's clever.
So they can hide in plain sight. So that yes, you are generally just fighting some rogues, but they have the home field advantage and they know how to abuse the shit out of it. And it makes those fairy dust and everything all the more fun to use.
Yes.
Alright, we got a high elf. He has 9 hit. Oh, I forgot to assign him his scores, and he has -1.
Oh, so Gregor's doing relatively okay. It's been Christmas. I'm on vacation.
I actually went to visit my brother on vacation. On Christmas, I mean.
Just sitting back for a little bit.
Gosh.
Not much else to do.
Oh no. I put my little peppy paws in your pep.
Thanks.
Please. Be strong.
I'm trying to.
Feel the might of my little...
I'm trying to. After New Year, I might get a couple more foreign students, which will be paying a little bit better, so that's good. See how that works.
Oof.
I might not be getting 8 hours a week, as the guy promised, but at least a couple hours a week. We can manage that. Oh, nice. So, when you're saying the first game, is it the first game ever, or the first game in the new year?
Or first game as a GM. Because...
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
It's either possible that, he's an old player.
First game ever. Oh, nice. I tried that once. I failed miserably, but I think that's part of the
I've said it before, Chrome, and I'll say it again. Your first game is always going to suck. That's why you make it a one-off that you can just throw away afterwards, because you'll learn so much and you'll feel so much that first game is going to be forever. Like, some people are like, yes, I'll do it, but I'm like, listen, I know that that's what it feels like, but like a few months down the line, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in your bones. It's like running a marathon after never having run one before.
Oh, look, he's doing Ram of the Frost Maiden.
I mean, there is one thing I'll give. That advice does weaken under a set of circumstances, one of which is if these are players, if they're first-time players, then yeah, you should definitely make the first one-shot as disposable as possible. If you know them a bit, if you know what they're like, and if you kind of have an expectation, you could probably get away with setting up a one-shot to just try something out and get familiar with the GM seat and then roll it into something proper. But never, ever, ever let newbies take their first ever characters into a full campaign. You will not like the results. They will, generally speaking, be... I mean, if you don't care, great. You can do whatever you want. But if you care and you want to give it a bit of a serious time, you're not going to get it. People don't know what they're doing. Their character's going to suck. They're going to start complaining and whining. And they got that jackass who's like, I got this build off the internet that said I would do 50d6 damage with my charging attack, and I'm not rolling good enough to do any of it. And that's your fault, GM. Stop sticking your tongue out at me, nerd.
Dude, I approached that Thursday night DM, and I said, hey, I have this ridiculous build that's going to be doing a lot of damage. And he said, hell yeah, let's try it. He does... Okay, he sounds like a 60-year-old dad, with dad jokes. But he does voices. So imagine a grandpa doing this kind of voice for female characters and everything. It's so great. He's fun. He's fun. He started with like 1E or something years ago. It's fantastic.
I forgot to give... no, the priest did give his equipment. I'm just mixing up things in my brain. Alright, Mr. Rogue, what else are we going to give you? Probably some lookout skills, because odds are, if you're sitting in a high safe spot, you're the one that keeps an eye out for things. Let's see. Swim, tumble. Tumble makes sense for a rogue. As does climb, because they're up high. Balance, they're probably sitting on a fancy perch. Where's perception? Oh, it's listen. It's listen and search. Search. No. Listen. Spot. Hidden. Or spot. There we go. So basically, this guy is going to be the one that sees you first that you won't see. Look at that. 11. 11 to hide. You know what they're up to. You know what that elf's going to do. Get down here, you elf. Disable device. They'll also take care of the trap management where necessary. But that's kind of what they do. There we go. It's all taken care of, Luigi.
You're lucky that you have players like that. This is neat.
Let me take a look, because I got too much on my screen to look at the chat too often.
That's okay.
Play them with, yeah. Wanted to give the GM a break. Okay, that's great. Let's see. Also, all the players of our story. Listen, man, that sounds oof. That sounds good. I had to tolerate one guy who continuously kept talking about how OP his build was, and it's part of my learning plan. The reason I'm still going to run that game is I need to learn to deal with that shit. I need to become a stoic, stiff-faced man who doesn't tell you shit. I talk too much. I would have told that guy, it doesn't matter. Stop doing that. Why do you think that I'm going to demoralize you constantly? I would have told him that, but I'm not going to. Because that's not my job. If players want to have wrong assumptions, I'm allowing them to have them. Not if that wrong assumption is absolutely just disturbingly stupid.
The best way to deal with a player like that is to let him have everything and then just not have a situation where he actually needs to use any of it.
Oh god, that sounds awful.
Because it would be a massive, pardon my French, massive cog block, but
we call that blue
at the same time, not on this side of the plant. No, he ain't.
He's going to be red afterwards as he gets very angry. God. He's just never shut up about how the Mesmerist is so overpowered, the Spirals is so overpowered. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? You want to know why Rocks Fall Everyone Dies is such a power move? Because it works. And there's nothing you can do. So the fuck are you talking about? I'm not running a video game. I'm not a video game machine that makes a Dark Souls encounter where you get to feel cool. I put down a situation, you do something with it. Do you know what a role-playing game is, sir? Do you want to play Pathfinder 2E, sir? I tap him on the head like he's a busted TV. Sir! Oh. What does
That's fucking funny.
Third level rogue, it's a masterwork weapon. A mithril shirt. Well, that makes sense. He's an elf. An elf! I'm just a little bit frustrated because it's just very close to those people who basically talk me out of wanting to run a game by continuously talking about how they felt the system was just so overpowered. Like, come on, dude, I'm running a role-playing game. Who fucking cares? Why is this such a big deal? Why do people obsess over that? Like, I don't
Because
want that.
some people think that in a role-playing game you can win.
I mean, the players can win. Technically, they can complete the adventure in a fashion that is, you know, I mean, I guess winning is contextual. The game doesn't tell you you've won. You decide for yourself if you've won or not. That's the magic. And what weapons? Probably a short sword. Nice classic. Not a rapier. I think rapiers are for dummies. But it's a better. No. I don't care if it's a better weapon. What I'm saying is, it's a dumb weapon. It's not a weapon designed to fight anything other than some other dude in a rapier fight.
Yes, exactly.
And I don't want someone to go, I grab the rapier and snap it, because they're going to say that, and there's nothing you can do, because rapiers aren't designed to resist getting snapped. They're not designed for that.
Yes.
You want to know why no one grabs a sword? Because a sword will cut you. A rapier doesn't do that. You can just grab a rapier and just go, get your fucking pointy stick. What are you going to do, dumbass? And it's not like a spear where it's a solid object and he can manipulate you with it. No, it's a flimsy thing that you can just hold on to with relative ease while you do your dumb shit. Oh. No, rapier's a perfectly good weapon. Yeah, in a duel, it's great. That's what it's designed for. Again, use cases. A katana is great for making a straight cut, but it's not going to work against someone in any form of armor. Same with well, mace is very good against someone in armor. Mace is good against everyone. People forget that a mace will break your bones. All right, we can give this guy some elixirs. It's an elixir, but I like saying elixir because I heard a guy once say it like that, and I can't stop thinking about it. An elixir of sneaking and an elixir of hiding. Oh gosh, a plus 10? These guys are going to be basically invisible. They're going to keep slinking into the shadows, and the players have to think about readying actions instead of just striking everything. Or, burn them. I'm pretty sure once you burn someone to a crisp... Oh god. If you want to roll lots of dice, you can also play Shadowrun. I heard you roll lots of d6s in that one. A mace will destroy... I guess that's fair enough. All those dents will add up. Not to mention that denting it out only has so much you can do, and, metal fatigue builds up. Beware the metal fatigue, Luigi. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mario? It's a rock. I made it. Anyway, there we go. He shoots just a little sharp bow. He's got his point blank. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're flat-footed. An arrow comes out of nowhere. Kapow! 22, 6 damage. Flat-footed AC. Wizard's gonna feel it. Let's give him a special trick. His cool, unique trick. Now I know what I forgot about the priest. I didn't put it on his quick bar. Let's put this on his quick bar. This is move action, personal. Target is self. Action type, other, so that it shows up in with a button. Alright, what's this going to be again? This is their ability to hide. As long as an elven rogue is within... They take 24 hours. They make up some paint mixtures. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Those dents can do more than just... Ooh. Let's see. The ranger has hide in plain sight as an ability, right? So we can kind of glean the language from that. Hide in plain sight. Continues to hide skill even when being observed. Can use a move action to hide even if they can... Action to hide even while being observed. We'll just take that section of the text. Oh. So there you go. That ought to do what we want it to. So basically, they can hide anywhere where they are. It makes them tougher than they sound. It makes their challenge rating not exactly accurate. But it also makes them an interesting fight. Because deal with it. Find a solution. You can't swing your sword to fix this. You can't just cast... Well, there are spells that help with this, but you can solve this in completely mundane fashions, like throwing some flour at him, some dirt, some sand. You know,
Yeah, that's a trick I've done a lot.
this is I like monsters where the answer is a bit more mundane than you think it is. But you gotta use your brain. You gotta use your noggin. Gotta let those things go. Bzzz. No, I want to be here. I want NPCs. Oh, a nice picture for this guy. Do this one because he looks like he's got paint on his face. Now we got the Dwarven Ranger. Now the Dwarven Ranger is probably gonna have favorite enemy human because he is technically among humans and he might have to take down a guard. I want this guy to be kind of a tough. Okay, light armor and shield. So he's gonna be pretty nimble. Could easily just give him heavy armor proficiency. Yeah, we'll go medium armor proficiency. They don't lose any speed over that. Oh, dwarves. They're such silly beans. The mountain dwarf. And he's got himself a class. Ranger. He's got 3 levels in Ranger, which gives him endurance. Oh my goodness, he gets a 3 endurance feat. Whoa! Amazing. And he gets a combat style. I like the idea that these guys are upfront and personal. They come to shank you in the ankles. Alright, all the way to the top. Pick out those things. We got a Ranger, 12 Strength, 15 Dexterity. How about we go with 15 Strength, 12 Dexterity? 14 Con, Intelligence, 10 Wisdom, 12 Charisma, 8. These dwarves are abrasive as all hell, but they were hired to stab you. So
Yes.
they know the lay of the land, so we're going to give them some points in survival. What else? Let's just recommend hide. Yeah, probably. They probably lie in ambush for like a little bit, for a moment, just a bit. If they know you're coming, they'll sit in ambush. Otherwise, they'll probably take spot and listen, because they are probably the ones who are going to be on high alert, just like the elves. Handle animal, probably. That makes sense. I like that idea. They're also there to take care of the wildlife. Sleight of hand, speak languages. Anything else here that makes me go, they want that? Geography. We'll give them nature and geography. There you go. Alright. What else we got? Pee on him. Well, I mean, if you got scent, that would work very well. He doesn't have any spells. They only get it at 4th. Does it know that? It does know that. Awesome. Caster level 1. What a nerd. Alright, how do you work? You get a favorite enemy. No enemy set. Let's take a look. What do you have? Humans. He doesn't like humans. He gets wild empathy. Irrelevant. But it takes a minute for him to chat to an animal and give him the old... He gains track as a bonus feat. And then a lot of bonus feats here. Oh, yeah. I was going to give him medium armor proficiency because that just kind of adds a little bit of spice. Adds a little diversity in armor that they're wearing. I'm going to get my breastplate. What kind of combat styles? 2 weapon fighting? We'll go with that. Which means we'll probably give him 2 short swords. Nice and simple. And a longbow. Since they have such big muscles, we'll give him a longbow +2. This popular is... Don't yell at me, video game. Don't do that to me. We'll just do this. Great attack. That one's done. Ranger 3rd. Do they get magic weapons? Let's take a look further down the list. What does it recommend for Rangers to have feat-wise? Archer. Well, he's probably going to be an archer or skirmisher. 2-weapon fighting and everything. Combat reflexes, but it doesn't have that. Track already gets that for free. Mobility. But they're more run in and hit him. So I guess blind fight actually makes a bit more sense. What features you got? Omitting, of course, the bonus feat of medium armor proficiency. Giving that for free. You know what? We'll just give him point blank shot. We'll give him precise shot. And they'll give him the bonus feat of 2-weapon fighting. So that he has some options. Or you can give him both. No, he doesn't have the dex for that. Doesn't have the dex for the other one either, but... playing it fast and loose here. Alright. Combat. How do I set up 2-weapon fighting on... on this thing. Never done that before. Item emits light. Get out of here.
Speaking of things emitting light, I still can't get over the fact that it's funny that you could have a goblin with a sword that detects goblins and glows, but it always glows for them, so they just know it as a glowing sword rather than a goblin sword.
So what's the... It's my glowing sword.
Yes.
Alright. This should make sense. Yeah, there's the negative 2 in there. That's all we needed. Cool. So he'll do the stabby stabbies real quick. What feature are we going to give the Dwarven Ranger that's unique and special and makes him interesting? That's a good question. I haven't thought of that one yet. You got any fun ideas, Como? I'm gonna grab my
Nope,
Chucky.
not at the moment.
I'm gonna grab my Chucky bar. I wanna bite on my Chucky bar.
I don't hang out with dwarfs too much. That's more of a Olaf's thing. Remember that guy? Man, Olaf made such a great dwarf. Such a shame that he freaking died at the very end. Ugh, depressing. And I'm still upset I didn't get my throw a cool undead body. It would have been so fun.
Como, you sad
What?
boy.
Yeah, I know.
There. Alright. Dwarven Ranger. Fun feature. I know exactly what's going to be a fun feature for him. Fast healing 2. That's all you need. Or 3. Let's give him 3. Equal to his hit dice. Every turn he gets 3 more hit points. He's very tough. He doesn't go down easy. And even if you get him down low, he'll recover. Very slowly. Once you kill him, he's down. This makes him... it will only work once. Like, the players will only get him down to 0 and below. And then he's at negative hit points and he recovers. Because I think fast healing still works when you're down to negative hit points. Let's look it up. So he'll get up at some point and he'll sneak away. That works once. But it'll be an interesting, fun moment that'll make the players go, ah, and they tap their head, you know. Fast healing. A creature with fast healing has the extraordinary ability to regain hit points at an exceptional rate. Except for note here, fast healing is like natural healing. At the beginning of each creature's turns, it regains a certain number of hit points, defined in its description. Unlike regeneration, it doesn't allow a creature to regrow or reattach lost body parts. Unless stated, it does not allow lost body parts to be reattached. A creature that has taken both non-lethal and lethal damage will heal non-lethal damage first. Fast healing does not restore hit points lost from starvation, thirst, or suffocation. Fast healing does not increase the number of hit points regained when a creature polymorphs. Nice. So, yeah, it works when at low hit points. So yeah, one time he'll get up and the players will be like, oh no, how did we miss this? But it'll be a fun little moment. It'll just be a fun little moment. I got a bunch of dwarves. Let's just pick a nice little lady. We got a nice sneaky fight. Don't use the elven rogues too much and use them in situations where it makes sense. Maybe have a room full of them where the whole point is, oh no, it's full of invisible elven rogues.
Imagine it's just an elven convention. Everybody's a rogue.
What convention? I don't see anyone.
Yeah, exactly. See, now you're thinking with portals.
I'm looking at the map of like the convention, like where's everyone? And then they all throw their business cards at me.
Can you imagine they're so good that they can't see each other, so they all think that they're the only one who showed up?
Man, what a loser. I thought he was going to show up. Alright, now we get to work on our big, dangerous boys. I want to have a level 7 guy that's super dangerous, and a level 7 guy that's dangerous, but it's like the captain, the morale guy, and level 9 guy that's like the, that's scary. I want to give him special class. I think we're going to go for Dragon Shaman on the buff guys. And then the big bad guy is going to be Duskblade, so that he feels nice and like, oh man, if we fought all these mundane people, surely their boss is going to be simple, right? And he just casts a spell and slaps them on the face. And maybe you'll throw a Warlock in there, because I like Warlock. It's a fun class. Let me see if I can find Total Arcane. Well, it's not Total Arcane. It's called Complete Arcane. Close enough. And that way we have some fancier classes up top, but they're not too common. Like, they'll mostly fight all the baby boys. They'll fight a whole bunch of fighters. They'll get a whole bunch of experience, and they'll feel a little more confident. They'll be level 6, so this guy isn't too tough. But unlike before, where it's one guy and a bunch of mooks, the last fight will probably be like 1-2 mooks, and then lieutenant and boss guy, for like a really nice, good mixed matchup. Yeah, I like that. Do you like Como? Does it make you go,
Yes, it does make me go,
I like War Mage as a class, but on the other hand, I also don't like War Mage as a class because, while it is neat, it's really just a fancier evocation wizard.
When I was a little dummy, I remember when I started playing the Elder Scrolls for the first time, and well, the Oblivion specifically for the first time. I started with Morrowind, and I realized it's like, oh shit, they have actual war mages that actually use heavy armor. That was neat. I mean, obviously they have a bunch of wizards running around with skirts, collecting flowers. But hey,
This will be the Warlock.
Mhm.
Commander General. That'll be the Duskblade, and then the intermediary will be the Barking Lieutenant. That'll be the Dragon Shaman. Nice. All right, let's get these classes set up, because that'll be a hot minute to get that done right. And luckily, since we're doing this all off the cuff, we can just improvise. Dragon Shaman. He has a D10 Itai, and he has 7 levels. Oh no, it's trying to automatically assign hit points. That's supposed to happen. That can't be good. CR per hit dice. What? That spooks me. It's supposed to be 6. But it's actually slightly less tough than I thought it was. Yeah. So I can make him 8th level. Ooh, then he gets the fun stuff. So we'll go with 8. Now he's 7th CR, which is what I was aiming for. It's always a thing gotta remember. Oh, and he gets his extra attack, because he's got 6 BAB. He gets 2 per level. Max level 20, automatically feature addition. Okay, that's what got in the way. BAB is medium. He's got 3/4. He's got 2 strong saves. None of this. Non-active class abilities. What does he get class-wise? He gets climb, intimidate, craft, knowledge, nature, and search, and then he gets more depending on his dragon type. Which I think it'd be fun if we go with red dragon. Oh, there's alignment restrictions. Gold dragon then, a lawful good. Or silver for that neutral good goodness. Bluff, disguise, jump, or disguise, heal, and swim. Wow. Actually, I think I'm going to go for brass. Bluff, gather information, and survival. A lot of people look at this and they go, why is gather information a skill? That's very specific. And the answer is because when you're an adventurer, you have to very specifically gather information. This is not meant to be an extensive list of things you can do. This is meant to be a list of things that adventurers are likely to do, and therefore it would be nice if you could be extra good at them. For everything else, you can improvise.
Look, this 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
They can gather all the information.
Also, look at this shit post.
Let's take a look. Soundtrack, Quake soundtrack.
Yes. Is it wrong?
No. I mean, I got a Doom soundtrack in my head the second I saw that.
Yes. Same, the classic one.
And the guitar riff. Dun dun da 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 da. Nah 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 nah. All right. Calm down. We got class features to add. And it ain't gonna be pretty. Combat attributes. Feature? Oh yeah, for these features. Food preparation.
Ah, dang it.
What up, Buttercup?
Well, I caught my leg somewhere and didn't notice that, and I was scratching that, and I pulled the thingy off, and I'm like, ah! I gotta go, like, disinfect it real quick.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I straight up have a bottle of alcohol over here, so it's just gonna be, it'll buff right out. Buff right out. It's gonna hurt though. Ah!
Just change. What? This first change target. Oh, first change target name. What? What is causing that? Why aren't you changing? Oh god, that's how this works. Self-custom skill ID. Oh! So that's how that works. There is something here. I don't know how this works. I'm getting a little bit scared. I've
Don't
got
be.
little
You'll be
tears
fine.
on my eyes. I need to find someone with weapon focus so that I can. I'm a programmer. God damn it! This is how you program.
It's fine. You're supposed to find a reference. Yeah, exactly. Dang
I'm
it.
supposed to steal this from other people. Damn it!
Yes.
There you go. This custom weapon name. Custom weapon name. And the value is bluff. Undefined. Undefined? Get out of here. Oh, this custom. It works, and now it still doesn't work. Self-custom skill ID. I don't know where it does that. This is so weird. God, it's that weird and specific. Yeah. But what if I instead do this? Do you have any opinions for us all? Nope. If you're not gonna work, I'll make you work. So it's gonna bluff. Wish I could copy that. Fuck it, I'm not in the mood for this. And gather information. The reason skills are specific is because it's not meant to be exhaustive list. You dumb piece of shit. You dumb piece of shit. Why do you think that's the it?
If you should stop giving me an opportunity to make these into clips.
It's just a thing that I think people forgot about. Is like, not every system needs to cover every single goddamn fucking thing you can do. You can just say, here's an ability score list. Use this if you need to resolve something outside of that. And if someone's good at it, just ask them. It's not a video game. It doesn't matter if it's balanced. Let people have fun and just use your brain, you dumb GM. That's why you're here. You're here to be the brain.
Correct.
You're here because this can't be a perfect video game. You dummy. You big old dummy head. You poopy brain. I got him.
Oh, we lost the guy.
I guess you got sick of my shit, like everyone else.
I haven't gotten sick of your shit yet.
I've been told that the Aura of Courage works nowadays, so I want to see how it works, so we can put it on this guy. I'll take it, and I'll steal it, and no one will ever know! Can I have this aura already? Thank you. I would like to kiss babies and pat their head, going pop 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 up 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 pop 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 pop. Oh, I see how this works now. That's really cool. I wish I knew how. Wait, is that an ally? No. Let's see if I can make this work. And then we'll laugh, and everyone calls me a big dumb. I can only think so hard. Alright, it increases by a 2 plus 2. What am I going to give him? Want to give him a bonus to attack rolls, resistance to energy? I mean, in the case of the brass dragon, that's a fire, I guess. Fair enough, that's not a bad choice.
Hey, here's a dumb character idea that you could try. Make a police officer who is a dragonborn, whose ancestor is a copper dragon. You sighed so hard at this joke. Was that really that bad?
Wait.
Man, it probably was.
How the fuck do these auras work? Where does it go? Improve monster button.
No upgrade required.
Make this man more powerful than you could possibly... Cards. Spell cards? Oh, I'm terrified now. Oh, here it is. It's in... Oh, it's under buffs. Gotcha. It's at 30 feet. And what should we give him? We can pick the following options. We can give him Energy Shield. Any creature striking you or your ally with a non-reach melee weapon is dealt 2 points of energy damage per point of your aura bonus. Power. Allies gain a melee damage gain bonus to melee damage equal to the aura bonus. Presence. Nah, that's not great. Resistance. Resistance to your totem dragon's energy type, 5 times your aura bonus. Senses. Bonus to listen and spot checks, as well as on initiative equal to your aura bonus. Toughness. DR1 magic for each point of aura bonus you have. Or Vigor. Fast healing 1, but only if they're below half hit points.
Fast healing. That sounds really neat.
Don't I can set this up. I think it might be better to just go with... let's say with Presence. That's nice. Feat saving throw. Feat damage roll. So I wonder how this works. I kind of want to see this actually in action. So this guy's got a he's got a buff, right? He's got an aura. He's got an aura on. Oh wait, I think this map is. Oh, this map should work. You're in range, elf and rogue. Roll us your mightiest weapon. Oh yeah, it actually has a little icon. Look.
This is neat.
I could put on the aura of courage. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so cool. Look, it has the feet. Oh, that's so cool. It actually works. Holy shit. The people in the 3... Like I said, Pathfinder's got problems, but the 3.5 sheet is apparently also Patreon sponsored, so yes, it's good. So now I can fully implement Dragon Auras to a limited extent. Wait a minute. Can I... Oh my god. I might be able to. Oh my god. I might be able to. So if I have a Dwarven Ranger in range of this barking lieutenant, and he's like, I'm a Dwarven Ranger! No, wait, he already has fast healing. I need to pick a human soldier. I'm an idiot. I'm too dumb to live. I'm so stupid. Look at me run around. Ooh, I got myself a big old boo-boo. Where's your hit point bar? Here, take some damage. You're down to 2 hit points. Life sucks.
Oh, no.
You're a ninja block. Luckily, you're inside of the aura of fighting with your friend. Your combat round starts, and he has fast healing!
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. I can put fast healing. Oh, I can make dragon shamans now. Awesome.
That's good. You
I'm
can duplicate them and make more.
Hell yeah. I think with how this works, I think I can even implement things like energy resistance. Oh, I can spell resistance and stuff. I don't think energy resistance is possible, but that's...
Okay, but here's a question for you. How would you make a lizardfolk one?
A what?
A lizardfolk one. Would lizardfolk worship dragons? I think it's more a kobold thing.
It's just how the class is titled and what it's supposed to represent.
Ah.
Alright, so that's taken care of. What else does he get? At third level, he gains some aspects. He's brass. He gains endure elements, so he's constantly affected by endure elements. He's holding on. Is endure elements on here? No, it's not that relevant. At most acute detail if it comes up. And now we get to the fun part. Because you know what he gets as a natural weapon? He gets a fucking breath weapon. At 4th level, you gain a breath weapon corresponding to your totem dragon. Regardless of the area, 1 effects, and the type of damage is dealt, the breath weapon does 2d6 point of damage plus an extra 1d6 for 2 additional class levels. So 4th level, so 4d8 at this point. He does a line of fire, which is nice because he does deal with a lot of dudes, so it's easy for them to sort of line up so that they have a line opening for him. DC is X times blah. Just like a true dragon, you must wait 1d4 rounds before you can use your breath weapon again.
Nice.
It extends a bit, so line is 30 foot long. Okay, gotcha. I like going bap 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 bap, and then I say bap bap again. Bap bap. Automatic DC calculation. Half plus con. 14. Ooh, well, we haven't given his ability scores yet. 46, and he does fire damage. Ah, oh, man, it just works. Oh, wait, effect notes. Must... 1d4.
Man, this is fun. We should do this sort of like creative exercise more often.
Okay, and if I use it, if I just throw it out there, I get a cone. I got a ray. Yeah! Ah! There's no damage. Why didn't it roll damage? I like to say... I mean, yeah, it'd be better if I wasn't using all these custom things where it's all complicated. Why isn't it rolling damage is the question, though. Oh, because I set up an extra alternative damage formula, which is not the same. So he's got a little baby blast. Beware, noble warriors, or be burnt. Oh, god damn it, they're broken. Cool. Oh, they're gone. Draconic Resolve. At 4th level, you gain immunity to paralysis and sleep effects. Ooh. Nasty. I require sleep, but only when I want to. And, natural armor. He gains 1 natural armor. Cool. Oh, here we go. Touch of Vitality. At 6th level, you can heal the wounds of living creatures, your own or those of others, by touch. Each day, you can heal a number of hit points damage equal to twice your class level, plus times your charisma bonus, a.k.a. it's lay on hands.
Good.
Yes, you can choose... Using your Touch of Vitality as a standard action has no effect on undead. Fair enough. We'll just give him lay on hands, and that's really all we need. Not everything has to make perfect sense. It's basically lay on hands to get some special features. Here we go. Starting at level, you can do some special features. 5 points can be spent to instead cure 1 point of ability damage or remove dazed, fatigued, or sickened. For 10 points, you can remove exhausted, nauseated, poisoned, stunned. For 20, you can remove blinded, deafened, or diseased. So there's a lot you can do with this. I want to go bop bop. I play the drums using little pappy paws. Little pappy paws. Pep, 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 pep.
What are you, a bunga cat?
No, I have the power paws. Pep, 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 pep. Why can't I click? Lay on hands. What are you? You are an attack. What? Okay. Why are you removing yourself? God damn it, why are you like this? I told this class not to automatically remove features, right? Fine, be like that. Then I will just cheat and look and see how you work in the background. And then I go bop 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 bop. And then I laugh and then I roll over like that. I can't believe I
You
fucking
sure about
died.
that?
Limited uses per day. The formula is not paladin level though, because you are not a paladin, you are a draconic shaman. Now you should have. There we go. Oh, your chow mod is 0. Whoops. Healing. Then I want the healing formula to be Hugh's amount. And then we put in healing. And that's called Touch of Vitality. Just call it Lay on Hands. You want it to have a more tactical Beanie Baby. Oh, yeah, we need to give him his attributes. Whoops. Well, that's all we need to take care of class-wise. So we can go over to the section that tells us how to actually put this man together. What do we glue where? He's a dragon shaman. He gets 2, count them, 2 ability score increases. So we can make him pretty tough. He gets 15, he gets 12, then he takes 14, then he takes 8, then he takes 8, then he takes 10, and then 13, and then we'll make that 14, and we'll make that 16. Attaboy. What race is he? He's a dude. He's a human. People always go, humans are bland, but it's like humans are strong. You get an extra feat, you get extra skill points.
Yes.
Like it's
Incredibly strong.
The thing about humans is they can be anything because they're everywhere.
Yes.
Humans are pests.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, half the races treat them like such.
This guy is primarily here to yell at people, to gather information. And he's dumb as a brick, so that's really all he can do.
I mean, they're more than pests considering how many half-human hybrids there are.
He's got 10 intimidation, so he knows how to make people go. Rrr. What feats should we give him? Second rank warrior. That's hilarious. I mean, an extra attack for 2 decent bad. Power attack.
Warrior, you're gonna give him anxiety.
I think I like the idea of giving him heavy armor proficiency, because unlike in Pathfinder 2E, where armor proficiency is fucking useless, because the problem with armor proficiency in Pathfinder 2E is that a lot of extra bonus stuff comes from other class features that don't go into that. So, and it's just not worth it. Like, the game is built around I don't like it. Makes my head spin. Shield ward. Active shield defense. Oh, these are dumb things I don't want to hear anything about. Can I take improved natural armor? Because if I can, I'm going to slap that on this guy. Sure, why not? So our natural armor goes up by 1. He's really tough, and he wears really big armor. How many feats does he have left after all this? 3. I picked 2. He's got 1 human. Power attack wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess. Ability focus. What does that do? Increases the DC by 2. I like that, because he is mostly going to be using his breath weapon to make people sad. Constitution. Reflex half. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, disable. Yeah, that is 16. Gotcha. Features. Features. Alrighty tidy then. What's the last thing I would want to give him? Persuasive, maybe? I mean, half ranks counted. What do I do? How many people do I go? Blind fight. Blind fight might be a fun one. No. Wait, what? Oh, that's fucking awesome. Sure. Let's just give him blind fight. Follow the thing off to the side in case he has to gets himself to a fight. All right, armor, equipment. What does he get? He's 8th level, so he gets... Ooh, he gets a bunch of fun stuff. This guy does not chicken out on the equipment. He gets a plus full plate because we got him full armor. There you go. He has that. He has a steel heavy shield. We'll give him a cloak of resistance and some other stuff. Enhancements. Armor. Plus 1 armor enhancement. Plus 1 armor enhancements, and we increase it by 1. Caster level, casting ability. Plus 2. Full plate plus 2. Excuse me. I need to get that one right, or else I'll feel sad. There we go. And he's got a plus 1 weapon. What's his weapon going to be? Well, probably a long spear, because he is a back row guy, and you like that so much. He can breathe fire, or he can breathe fire in a nice little line, or he can poke you with a spear.
Yes.
Like if he ever ends up in a situation where he can't do either of those, he's fucked up and he needs to get out of there.
Yes. Oh, for that he has that little fire thing to spook enemies away.
And then we need weapon. Weapon enhancements. Weapon enhancements. A long spear plus 1. Look at his armor class. This guy's impossible to hit.
Hmm.
Oh, look at that. 26. What the hell?
I mean, I have that much. That didn't save me from that fireball.
Sure didn't. Won't save this motherfucker either. I think he's got enough. He's got a little buff of aura. He's got a fire breath. He can yell at you.
Yes.
I think he's got enough. Although, you know... Nah. I think that's one more fun thing we can put in him. It's a bit more than he should have, but... Like I said, it's a fun thing to give him. And that's to give him a charisma headband. Cloak of charisma, excuse me. Since I'm not giving him a cloak of resistance, let's make his charisma a bit higher. Now he has a... Shouldn't he get a better touch of vitality? Ability's Cha Mod. There you go, it's updated. Cool. So he can do a bunch of healing if he needs to. Tough as nails. Reflex save is terrible. Hit him with a lightning bolt.
So you get him.
Hit him with a lightning bolt or hit him with shocking grasp because he has no touch AC. Scorching ray might work. Just
So
don't get
heavy
your head.
armor works.
The Taskmaker.
Taskmaster and not Taskmaker.
There's this video game called Duskmaker.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find the video from Alex Diener. Alex Diener, it's recent Let's Plays. None of them interest me too much, except for Guruga and that Final Fantasy thing, and I guess Baba's You. Just Night of the Races and Unsighted that I'm not interested in, which is sad. Wah! Anyway, Taskmaker. It's such a good, dumb little voice line. Here you go. Here's Taskmaker. That art does not represent the rest of the game, and it's just fucking hilarious. Taskmaker.
Man, the way they say it is great. See, when you're looking at old games like this, you're also look at this knight's boots. Look at them long ass boots with pointy hands. That's great. These old games with silly names, they're endearing. Because back then, in '89, holy shit, these things were, how would I put it? They were new. Like I've noticed that happening a lot. Like I've noticing this a lot when I'm watching movies and whatnot, especially the old ones. It's like you look at them, and it's like, oh shit, this is so cliche. But that's only cliche because everybody copied that particular movie, for example. You know, like the stuff with the Alien, or the Star Wars, or Battlestar Galactica, or the Black Hole, or all the other stuff. Man,
Silence.
same with the games too.
I must
You
say
look at
it
these
anew.
games and then,
I must say it anew. Taskmaker.
yes, Taskmaker. It's so funny.
The
I
game
like
is.
that.
Watch the LP, man. That game is fucking nuts.
I'm gonna watch it. Absolutely.
Like it's such a game that doesn't have a consistent theme or tone. Like the night and that you get at first, it doesn't represent the game at all. The game is goofy and weird.
So, like King's Quest or something?
Weirder. It's off the wall, and the fourth wall is the suggestion.
Fourth wall
it's
does not exist.
It's fascinating how this game treats itself. It's one of the rare times I've ever watched an LP twice because of just how much I enjoyed its silliness and strangeness. It's like sitting on the It's a Strange World ride, but everything is slightly off from reality. You know?
Yes.
It's like, wait a minute, China doesn't have. Wait, is that President Bush? Why is he built into the Great Wall?
What?
Exactly. That's the point.
Mm. Okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah. It's great though. Spellcraft and use magic item. Oh, doesn't the? Yeah, if I recall correctly, this jackass gets what was it again? Deceive item. At 4th level or higher, the warlock has the ability to easily commandeer magic items made for the use of other characters. He can take 10 on use magic checks, which is a great reason to give him wands and stuff, because I don't know what the check is for most things, but he can do them very easily at that point. Let's see. The skill used magic item. There we go. Activate blindly. As if I don't know what the hell you're dealing with. Decipher a written spell. Yeah, it's automatic with read magic, right? Use a wand is 20. So if he has a plus 10 to use magic device, he can use any wand he wants. And emulate any class feature. It's so much he can do, man. It's great. 20 plus caster level to use a scroll. So if he's decent, he can actually do a lot with scrolls. What else does he get? He gets resistance, damage resistance, except for cool. I like Warlock. Besides Emerald Spire, I kind of want to do a 3.5 game where I let people pick any of the classes, including some of the funkier ones, because there's some fun, funky ones out there. Like the Warlock is fun. And also, it teaches people to be a bit more humble and a bit more inspired. Because again, your sheet ate everything. Stop thinking that. Get your head out of the gosh darn gutter.
I mean, I'd be down to try it. Oh man, that's a lot of blood.
I mean, what?
So remember how I said I had a little cut?
Oh no!
I put a little I put a little band-aid on it, and it's a lot of blood. Apparently, it's a pretty deep one. Dang it! So my table is old, and it's got a few like metal bits here and there, and I keep scratching my legs all the time on those. It's annoying. All right, I'm gonna step away for a moment. I'm gonna grab myself some tea. See you in a bit.
Well, might as well get to work then. Do I? I can taste things. This bar just isn't doing it for me. Eldritch Blast. Detect magic at will. Ooh.
Heck yeah, I'm back.
There we go. So
I had some iced tea, so that's good.
So yeah, I posted you the whole class list for what warlocks get. It's pretty cool.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that's
oh, see? So over here, the Eldritch Blast itself just becomes stronger rather than being,
Yeah, it's a central class feature. It's basically sneak attack.
That's funny.
It's hilarious. I like this.
A magical rogue. That's an interesting concept.
You can combine it with sneak attack damage, actually, if you can get the thing off, because sneak attack works like that.
Oh, dang.
So you can be a rogue warlock and never miss out on those extra d6s. Although, actually... No. Actually, yeah. If you dip into rogue for one level, you do technically get ahead. You stay on par in terms of Eldritch Blast dice. It's great.
That's funny.
Anyway, what does this dumbass get? Let's give him some of his weapons. He gets a natural... Well, he gets a class ability thing. Eldritch Blast. I would love it if I don't have to do this, and I just have a party of people that I can trust, that I can say, hey, just roll me 4d6 and tell me the number. Because I would love a party where I don't have to do this, because they can be trusted and they know what to do. Just like in the old days, where you don't need automation. I wave my hand at the air. Might have to end this after this, or after the Commander General gets to do one duty, Duskblade.
That's okay. You still have 3. We can continue tomorrow too, if you want, or later today after we wake up.
Tomorrow is my last day at work.
Okay, fair enough. What about the day after that?
Sure. We can cut it here for now, then.
Okay.
And later we will see about these Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, hello to whoever watches the recording of this. Hope you had a fun stream. Oh, a fun experience watching
I'm
this.
going to start preparing Emerald Spire, maybe, because I really like the idea.
I mean, Emerald Spire could be fun. I enjoyed the first time we played it, but in no small part that was because the characters were kind of neat and endearing.
I still wonder what the fuck happened to Tsubaki when we got to that one chest. You know, Curiosity killed the cat, was it?
Mm-hmm.
And he just freaked out. Remember that?
I think so. Remember when I died because the kobold almost killed me? It's like, oh no, I touched the thing and now there's like this crap crawling all over me. Okay, let's knock it off of you and then hit me in the head.
Let me see if I can find
Remember the picture that he drew too?
Oh my goodness, no.
He was watching the carpet and there's like my character screaming in the background being eaten alive.
What? Show me this picture.
You don't remember that? Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Oh, I wouldn't even know where it would be. Dang it.
Here we go. The trapped chest. The crushing stone slab. Curiosity kills. Another ingenious demise, courtesy of Addington's fine traps and defenses. It's such a great thing to have as a trap. Just a big old 2d10 smooshing. And then you had Grok, the Bugbear Ranger. Favorite enemy humans. People always give Ranger shit, but come on, man. The masterwork's all, you can't go wrong.
There's something with permissions on your server and on Flint's server as well. Because for whatever reason, I can search individual words, but I can't search for posts from specific people.
Oh, that's dumb.
I know, right?
Maybe that has to do with being a friend or not, or something, or did he left the
No,
server?
I
don't
think
know.
it's explicitly a role permission. In one of them, there's just like something unclicked. That's a little weird.
What the frick is this picture?
Which one?
Get a load of this. Dude, bro. Panpsychism is mistaken because according to Kant's transcendental unity of apperception, we can only experience, dude and bro, ourselves as we appear to ourselves, but not as we actually are in ourselves.
Oh no.
Not as we actually are. He's like, dude, bro. God damn it. Certified dude, bro.